Greetings, Internet viewers. It's your old pal Oxleymations here again with a random trivia question for y'all. So, if anyone can answer this question, feel free to do so in the comments. But, before I actually reveal what these things have in common, but what do Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas and an old clown doll have in common? Any guesses? Well, I'm about to tell you. So, this movie, which was released back in 1993, features a character named Jack Skellington, who is the king of Halloween Town, I believe. No, is he the king? Let me double check something here. The Pumpkin King, so I was right, the Pumpkin King of Halloween Town. He decides that, well, he wants to do something different. He's kind of burnt out on the whole Halloween thing, so he finds his way to another holiday, which happens to be Christmas. And, well, he decides that he likes Christmas so much, he wants to give it a shot himself. So he gets himself, makes himself up a whole... No, he doesn't do it. He has Sally, the Frankensteinian zombie character, her, with the red hair there. He has her make him a Santa Claus suit, and then he has the rest of the Halloween town get together and help him build a sleigh and all that. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. No spoilers or anything, because, well, the movie's from 1993, so you should have seen it by now. Anyway, so he gets super excited and he actually goes through with it, and he has some helpers kidnap the Santa Claus, so he can take Christmas off this year, so Jack can be Santa. And, well, things go kind of sideways and screwy real quick because Jack doesn't quite get that, what Christmas is all about. At least as portrayed in the movie what Christmas is about. And he's doing his best. He's giving out gifts and stuff to all the boys and girls, but they're all gifts that are horrifying and terrifying and scary because, that's what he knows. Halloween is the spooky season, so he gives out spooky stuff to all the children. And then, like I said, things go south real quick for old Jack. But, in the movie, one of the presents that Jack gives out has a very familiar sounding cackle. So, to start things off, this doll right here, for those who don't know what this is, let me just lean over to the side to give him a little more screen time. I almost said scream time. This is a toy that was created by the company Remco back during the 70s or the 1980s. And he has something that's very special and unique to him in that he is a battery-powered laughing toy. There's a mechanism within his abdomen here that when you tap his middle, it activates an old record player inside there, and he lets out a crackly cackle. And, well, I'm giving a little bit too much away, because I haven't even gotten to, what these have in common. But anyway, there's a toy that Jack delivered that gives off a very familiar sounding cackle, like I already said. I got that scene queued up right here on YouTube, so start things off. Let me just switch over to the wider angle so you can see what's going on in the background over here. So, like I said, I've got the scene queued up and the exact moment that this cackle that I'm referring to occurs, so have a listen, why don't you? Well, like I said, there's something very familiar about that cackle. And last night, I don't know why on earth it occurred to me why the neurons in my brain were suddenly putting the pieces together. Oh, it's too far over. Sorry, for whatever reason, there we go. Okay. So, like I said, last night when I was getting ready to go to bed, my brain suddenly was like, click, wait a minute, we know this. And I was like, we do? Yes, we do. We do. Oh my god, we know this. And so my brain got stupidly excited and pieced together what I'm about to tell you. So this very top audio file right here, this is the laugh that comes out of this clown. Which is honestly a fairly disturbing cackle, because it just sounds so forced. Like the voice actor who, made that laugh was, pushing with all their might to get like the heartiest laugh that they could for that doll. So like I said, that's the laugh that comes out of this little fella right here. And as you just heard, that jack-o'-lantern in the box sounds like this. And when you're listening to that laugh from the clown doll, if we just skip ahead to... hold on, let me unmute it first. If we skip ahead to about the 15-second mark of the laugh, you hear this. Not quite there. Sound familiar at all? Well, if my ears do not deceive me, they took that particular little chunk of Laughing Boy's laugh and they looped it to create this. Still selected all the way at that point. To create. And in case you don't quite hear it, in case it's not quite clicking for you, I went ahead and I recreated that exact cackle using a brief snippet of Laughing Boy's laugh. Still doesn't quite sound right to y'all? Well then, folks, allow me to educate your ear holes. Because here's the laugh from the movie with my recreation from the doll recording. Tell me if it doesn't just sound exact. Exactly. One more time for those in the back. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what I chose to do with my morning. Just last night, it clicked. Those two are related. And then this morning when I woke up, I was like, hell yeah, they're related, and I'm going to prove it. And here I am. When creativity strikes, I must go with it. So now that that has been covered, discovered, and uncovered, I think we'll just about wrap that up there. So I want to thank you, each and every single one of you out there watching presently, for tuning in and watching. I do truly and greatly appreciate it, along with every one of y'all. If you like what you've seen here today, you know the drill. Like, comment, and share my content if you wish. But with all of that out of the way, this is your old pal Oxleymations and the Remco Laughing Clown Doll saying, viewers beware, and subscribe if you dare. Later.